Anyway, so let's get into this lawsuit real quick. Real quick. Give me a second. All right, so I was on page 15. Hold on. All right, so let's get into this lawsuit. Let's go. All right, I'll see what time it is. As a celebrity with global name recognition, Drake is regularly approached for for collaboration, partnership, and endorsement deals. In 2013, Drake became a global ambassador for Toronto. Okay, I read this. I remember reading that. So we're here. As UMG knows, has understood that at all relevant times, Drake has never been indicted for, charged with, or convicted of committing any crimes whatsoever, much less menstrual crimes or any crimes against minors. Now, here's the thing. I understand what he's saying here, right? Hang on. Maybe I did. Let me see something. Okay, no. You know what? Let's just really start from the top here. All right, let's start from here. Let's really start from here because it ties into what I was saying previously. Where I was saying it seemed like they're trying to paint him out as he is this good person. He's this, he's that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not the same person who did stay scheming. Like, he's not the same person that has the mob ties. He's not the same person who, you know what I mean? Because after all, he's just a human being that's an actor or has acting background, right? So maybe he's playing a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but let's keep it moving. Anyway, as a celebrity with global name recognition, Drake is regularly approached for collaborations, partnership, and endorsement deals. In 2013, Drake became the global ambassador for Toronto's NBA team, the Raptors. Since then, Drake has inspired new alternate team jersey, narrated team advertisement, hosted Drake Night each season for several years, and pledged charitable contributions to repurpose community basketball courts and to support Canada's basketball, the country's National Basketball Federation. In 2019, the Raptors renamed their practice facility Athletic Center. Drake partnership with the Raptor is significant for the team and the city. The president of Toronto Raptors, Masai Ujiri, Ujiri, has said that the Raptors' relationship with Drake has always ultimately been about celebrating the city and the people who make it unique. We have something very special in Toronto, and Drake is a big part of that. Cool, fair enough, understandable. Let's keep it moving. Drake's philanthropic efforts have received almost as much attention and praise as his music. Drake has a history of making generous donations and going on charitable sprees in communities where he films music videos and appears on tour. Through his charitable from his charitable giving, Drake has supported public schools and non-profit educational programs, community and development organizations, and homeless shelters, hurricane relief efforts, and various individuals in need, including college students, grieving mothers, patients, and in need of surgery, and fans in dire need of financial assistance. Drake also focused on giving back in community in Houston, Texas, including providing much-needed financial assistance in the wake of Hurricane Harvey. Okay. As UMG knows and understood at all relevant times, Drake has never been indicted for charged with or convicted or committed any crime whatsoever, much less menstrual crimes or any crimes against minor. Now here's the thing. You see, let's break that down for a moment. It's easy to say this because, based on face value and based on the actual fact, so far, at the time of me doing this live stream, which is the 1st of February 2025, he has not been convicted nor charged or anything like that. Just because you haven't been convicted or you haven't been charged doesn't mean that you haven't been partaking in criminal activities. It doesn't mean that. You see what I'm saying? There's so many people that have committed crimes. Do you know what I mean? And they haven't been charged or convicted. It probably took them 20, 25 years, 30. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many, like, and just because you give back to the community, you do this and that. What are you trying to say? Like I'm not being funny here. When it comes to life, if you're going to do something, do it from the kindness of your heart. Don't do it because you know that you can use this to leverage your situation, knowing that you're sinning, you're doing bad, you're doing evil. Like you can't do that. I'm not like what do you call it? I'm not. I how to explain it. I'm not saying that I'm perfect in any way. I'm not. Get me? I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still elevating. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is, I see it all the time. I see it all. Like when I say I see it all the time, I see it all the time. Like people trying to leverage using being charitable, giving back, and then trying to say they're, you know what I mean? No, no, you're not. Like just if it's proper genuine, then it's proper genuine, isn't it? But I always looked at it like even that God's plan video, it's like, nah, you're all right, cool, you believe in God, but hang on, you're like it doesn't seem like it was coming from a place of genuine. But people were rating it. You know what I mean? Cool. But there's people like me, like that can see through the lenses, like, nah. You know, do you see what I'm trying to say? And there's so many crimes here that some people commit that they don't even realize it's a crime until they've been charged or convicted of it. That's when they've clocked, oh, it's a crime. No, it's always been a crime. It's the same thing when my YouTube community, when my other channel got a strike or whatever. Or it's like it's the same thing. If I've done something, it's like I'm part. It's like I'm violating a policy, and I didn't know I'm violating the policy, and it's understandable. You know what I mean? There's some things you may not know that is a crime that you're like, no. There's some things you don't know that's a crime that you're doing, but you don't find out until afterwards. You know what I mean? But there's some people who are so delusional and think I've never been convicted, never been charged, so I cannot. You know what I mean? Because you even said on stage, and maybe I should put it up. Maybe I should put it up. And maybe, maybe I should. No, let me not put it up. Let me not put it up because let's just get into this real quick and then I'm going to move on to the next thing. But like on stage, he has mentioned about, you know what I mean? He will go to jail. Like he said it out of his own mouth. Out of his own mouth. Irrespective of what the state laws or the state's laws are said or whatever. You know what I mean? He still proceeded with what he still proceeded live on stage, bruv. So yeah. Anyway, where were we? So the UMG is a music industry giant. In his own words, UMG is the world leader in music entertainment. UMG is engaged in the business of acquiring, administering, licensing, exploiting, and otherwise monetizing the catalog copyrights containing musical compositions, sound recordings. UMG controls almost a third of the music people listen in developed world and sizable portions or in the developing world. In the music industry, control over a particular single album or other collection of works is governed by various contracts, including traditional recording deals and distribution, publishing, and licensing deals. In traditional recording deal, a record label typically retains exclusive right to an artist and the artist recording and the rights to re-recording the composition embodied therein for a specified period of time. The label pays an advance for the artist recording and royalties and finances the provision of services to the artist in areas such as production, promotion, marketing, and distribution. A distribution deal differs in that generally allows an artist to retain ownership of his recordings and grants the record label the exclusive right to sell, license, and distribute the recordings in certain formats. Example: digital, audio, physical photograph for a specific for a specified period of time. with a music publishing administration deal. All right, keep it moving. This is probably where I was actually genuinely was. I'm probably on page 17, but we keep it moving. The artist, as a songwriter, generally retains ownership of his musical composition and pays a percentage of his music publishing revenues. I don't remember reading this. Publishing administrator promotes, exploits, license, and protects use of his songs. A 360 deal, also known as a master contract, is the most comprehensive. It encompasses the traditional rights granted in recording a deal, but also provides the record label with control over a massive income stream from merchandising, touring, endorsements, and other ancillary ventures the artist may undertake. So, what are you trying to say, Drake? Do you know what I mean? What are you trying to say? Like, I don't understand. What is he trying to say? That's just business. If you don't like the business, don't get into the business. Yeah, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, what are you trying? What are you trying to say? All right. So once Universal Music owns the recording, distribution, and publishing rights to a work, it plays the owners through licensing deals with third parties. UMG licenses music to 100 of retailers around the world. These licensing deals allow third parties to legally use a recording, a musical composition, or portions thereof. Universal Music has licensing agreements with all major platforms, including but not limited to iTunes, Amazon, Apple Music, Napster, formerly Rhapsody, and Spotify. As a I see what Rhapsody did, what's got a name now. I get it. I need to hear her talk about that. Well, how she got her name Rhapsody. As a cold name still. Shout out to Rhapsody. And because obviously she raps as well, so you know what I mean. And Spotify, as well as TikTok and Meta, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and Threads. In the event that a person or entity wants to use a song outside of one of those licensed platforms, for example, to play during a political rally or sporting event, it has to request the rights to do so from Universal Music, which holds a synchronization contract. A third party cannot legally use Universal Music recordings or UMPG's licensed content embodying those recording advertising on live stage, in film, on television, or on audio on radio without the explicit consent of Universal Music. Through the exclusive licensing rights, Universal Music wields incredible power to promote and popularize a song or performer. UMG invests significant amounts of money, time, and effort to advertise, promote, sell, and distribute the music it owns. Okay, so we're going to end out here for today. And I'm just going to mention something real quick. I'm going to mention something real quick. I'm going to see if I can bookmark this still. Let's see if I can bookmark. Sign, no. Draw, no. Add text, no. Let's see. Let's see if I can bookmark, but I should be on page 18. All right, so from what I'm understanding in regards to this whole lawsuit so far, it just sounds like Drake is trying to line up a situation. Like, because if you look at the situation between how he's mentioned, or the attorney is mentioning how the label, how Universal Music do their business, it's like they're trying to, I don't know, it's like I'm still trying to figure out what are they trying to figure out? What do they want? Because this business, like it's just business. Like 360 deals, distribution of the music, proper promotion of the music, the synchronization is still part promotion of the music. But at the same time, if you look at the situation, like Drake has experienced the same level of I won't say respect, but the same type of business to his advantage. Am I wrong? Because if you think about it, if he's always at these basketball games, is his music not being played? Is like, and so surely they don't get permission from him; they get permission from Universal Music Group. Is that not correct? From what I'm reading, that's essentially what it means. Like any music that you hear from an artist that is signed to UMG, let's say for example, any music that you hear, they need to permission from. All right, cool. If they need permission from UMG, Drake surely had I won't say. Yeah, there's many. I don't know. to me, the lawyer or the attorney, they don't know what they're doing. It's either they don't know what they're doing, or they're trying a thing and they know they're gonna lose, but they're like, you know what? Let's just do this for Drake because Drake is paying us money anyway. He's got us on a retainer, so you know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like to me. Like I'm just thinking to myself, there ain't no way that they could win this case. Never, never. If they win this case, which they won't, it's gonna get this case is gonna get dismissed, from what I'm reading. And by the time I finish reading it, the case probably will be dismissed. But I'm still gonna go through it because I really want to understand it. You understand? I really, really want to understand it. But anyway, that's me for today. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you share. More content is coming. Let's go.